Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today I have 3 teams for you for the invasion event. One of the easiest events in the game. I got high, I got mid, I got low. So in the shop I bought up to the weapon, which I forgot to look at what the weapon does. Usually it's like an explodey weapon for a certain typing that also summons and whatnot. If it is that, then you could use that. You know how they give you just exactly what you need in this event? That's why it's so easy. Normally they'll give you a weapon that's a mana generating weapon, and then they'll give you the troop that just destroys the towers. Eventually there's 4 towers. You have exactly what you need to be destroying the event. It's so easy for everybody. Buy up to the weapon at least. Make sure you use the troop. Put it on your team. The Tempest Ballista is the tower killer this time. But here's my high level team. We got Mountain Crusher, Chrysantherax, Tempest Ballista, and then the Mirage Queen. So if you don't have Chrysantherax, you could use any other elemental, your hardest hitting elemental that hits all enemies. I'll give you multiple options in this video. I'll also give you multiple options for your tower killer. But make sure you're using the Tempest Ballista because you get extra points. It hits extra hard. It's mostly about the extra points. Like, you know how these events go. They usually make you use something. Like tower event, they make you use the Siege Breaker. Bounty, they make you use the Bounty Captain. Tower of Doom, they make you use the weapon, the doomed weapon, you know. So there's always something you should be using to get extra points. It's the Tempest Ballista. You get it in the shop. So for this high level team, I just used a weapon, a very low mana cost weapon. Okay, Mountain Crusher is great. It's only 11 mana cost. We're 50% starting it. So I think pretty much everybody, as long as you have it, should be using the Mirage Queen and Elementalist and the Tower Killer. So that'll give you a good start on any team that you're doing. But I went with Mountain Crusher, Chrysantherax, Tempest Ballista, and the Mirage Queen. So Mirage Queen's 50% starting the entire team. Our hero is starting with 50% mana with an Explode Potion, with an Enchant Potion. Pretty much gets up right away. If Chrysantherax doesn't get itself up right away, who's also being 50% started, then we'll cast the Mountain Crusher to get up the Chrysantherax. And then you have the Tempest Ballista. It's on the team for the extra points. Later on, maybe it kills a tower, but we're probably fine with Chrysantherax, just killing everything. Remember to use your hardest hitting, whatever it is, in second slot there. Whatever it is, your hardest hitting hits all enemies. We don't want to be killing things one at a time, you know, overkilling things one at a time. If that's all you got, that's fine, but if you have anything that can kill all the enemies in one shot, that's always faster than killing things one at a time. So I went with Chrysantherax there. If you don't have Chrysantherax, any other elemental that hits every single enemy, you know, the hardest. Alright, here is the mid-level team. So I went with the Ruby Weapon. I have a couple of other options. I know it's kind of like, duh. Well, hey, if we can use Chrysantherax, if we can use the Ruby Weapon, it's probably what you should be doing. And if you don't have those 2 things, you should be trying to get those 2 things. But I do have another team on here that doesn't use either one of those. And then I have another suggestion. So, and you could use like Dustbringer, Dawnbringer, whatever. Like some other weapon that hits really hard for this team. Just take out the Ruby Weapon, put in whatever your hardest hitting weapon is that hits all enemies. So I went Bog Strider this time. The Ruby Weapon. Tempest Ballista, Mirage Queen. So once again, we're using Elementalist. We're using our hero. We're using the Mirage Queen. We have the Tempest Ballista on the team. Remember, that's a good start for any team that you do. Elementalist, Mirage Queen, Tempest Ballista. So the Bog Strider, 8 mana cost. You see what I'm doing here? Like I'm putting a really good mana generating something in the first slot. Whether it's Mountain Crusher or Bog Strider, it's a very good mana generator that has a low mana cost that's getting 50% started. So we're like wiping out the enemy on second turn, first turn, third turn at worst. You don't want to be like sitting there taking forever to get everything up, you know? So that's our way to get everything going. Then the Ruby Weapon is our way to kill everything. It's doing true damage to all enemies. It hits really hard. It blows up, gets itself back up. If it needs to cast it again, you cast it again. Using the Elementalist, we got a Brown Storm falling. We got a 50% start. We're tying up the whole enemy team. So I don't know. It's the same thing as the first team, except for instead of Mountain Crusher, instead of using my hero to mana generate, I'm using Bog Strider. 8 mana cost, 50% started with an Explode Potion and an Enchant Potion. Like, that might as well be empowered half the time. You know, most of the time. might as well be empowered. The ruby weapon, true damage to all enemies. You know, hits really hard. It blows up, gets some mana back. It's so good. Miraji Queen, 50% starting the whole team again. Tempest Ballista for extra points. So that's what I would recommend. Even if you have to use the ruby weapon, you have to shoot it twice, it's still going to be faster than killing things one thing at a time. Overkilling things one thing at a time. Remember, it takes 4 casts at least. You're going to have to get everything up. That's a cast, right? At least one. Then you have to cast all your tower killers or your whatever that you're overkilling one enemy with. That's going to take 4 casts to kill the 4 enemies. That's at least 5 casts. So how is that better than, you know, getting up Chrysantherax or Ruby Weapon and then casting it and winning, or getting it up twice, casting it and winning? Like, there's either what, like the worst case scenario, using the Ruby Weapon or Chrysantherax, you'll break even, and that would be like super duper deep. So early on, you're going to be going way faster, and then at worst case scenario, super deep, you're going to be breaking even, going the same speed. So overall, it's a net positive. You just did the whole event faster because your early fights were way faster than someone killing them one at a time. But if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Don't get me wrong. But you also have access to Rowan that you can boost. You know, put on your guard medals, use Golden Cog or Shield of Urskaya, boost it up. Once again, it's going to be faster than killing things one at a time. With Rowan, you can boost to the moon and then shoot it and just wreck them all at the same time. Like, why would you, like, use a pistol when you could use a machine gun? You know what I mean? Like, if you can kill 4 things with a machine gun just with one squeeze of the trigger, why would you sit there and squeeze the trigger 4 times? Line up your shot 4 times and you can just be like, brrrr. So we got Bog Strider once again. This time it's not 50% started, though, so you're going to have to match some green to get it up. The Golden Cog, eventually you'll have to cast the Golden Cog onto your Rowan before you cast your Rowan, but early on you could just cast your Rowan. Just have a bunch of armor, guard medals, and then, of course, the Tempest Ballista to get the extra points. So we're using Rowan. First team, Chrysantherax. Second team, Ruby Weapon. Third team, Rowan. So if you don't have access to any of that other stuff, you definitely have access to this stuff. You definitely have Bog Strider, who's a common. You definitely have a Golden Cog, which is a mastery weapon. You definitely have Rowan, because they give it to you. It's from a quest. And you definitely have Tempest Ballista, because that's how you play the event. But here's some other tower killers, just in case you don't want to buy like 3, because that's another way you could go, is a weapon, explodey weapon with 3 Tempest Ballistas. Here's some other options, so you don't have to spend gems. And then here is the Tempest Ballista. I was going to stream today, but I just wasn't feeling it this morning. But I will stream tomorrow and the next day. If I have time today, I might still do it. Just had like a bad morning. People are sick and stuff was not going right. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, so joining helps a lot. Take it about the channel, comment below, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.